Today we are filling our souls, our SalviSouls to be exact, with a recipe from the first Salvadoran cookbook released by a major U.S. publisher.
And we got author of the SalviSoul cookbook, Karla T. Vasquez, here to share her take on a classic dish. And you can purchase a copy of her new book by scanning the QR code below. Welcome, Karla. Good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. Yes.
So we're making pupusas. Did I say it right?
You said it perfectly.
Yay.
Yes. So the national dish of El Salvador is a pupusa. And it is actually a word that comes from the Pipil Nahuatl people, who are the original people of El Salvador. And how we make it is we're going to use some masa. So as you get your, your little masa here, you're also going to get into your little bowl.
Okay.
And this you're going to amasar.
Oh, okay.
So you can sit down there. Yeah, we got ahead of ourselves there.
Okay.
So you're going to amasar. This just means to massage it. You're going to clump it together.
Okay.
We want to prep this ahead of the shaping, because otherwise you get a little chaotic.
Does it smell like? Does it smell good?
It does smell
Yes,
good.
you
Wow.
smell it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some people might describe it as a pungent smell, and it is. The flavor of it pairs so beautifully with the cheese, and it can have a little bit of bitterness, but if you love artichokes, asparagus, then you're going to love.
It does have like an artichoke-y kind of smell.
Yes, I really believe that recipes are a way to touch home their addresses in some ways, right?
Yeah.
And so this to me says you are eating food in El Salvador.
Okay.
So we have done that. You can wipe your hands with some of your little towel there.
Okay,
And
we're
now,
making a giant mess.
oh, all good. The kitchen gets messy, but it gets beautiful too. So we have our little masa ball. So you're gonna put a little your fingertips in.
Okay.
Yes, good job. So now this can be tricky, but you'll be taken care of. So put your little bundle right there.
Okay.
And then you're gonna begin with this hand. You're gonna start shaping it.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
Yes, look
Make
at
him
you.
a little flatter.
Yes, and you don't have to go fast. You can slow it down.
Slow it down.
Slow it down, yeah. It's not a competition.
It's
Always a competition.
Although
Always.
it can be a competition. It can be. So you'll start to see that it's going a little bigger. Now, if you start to see cracks, do you know what that means? It means that there's not enough moisture. Yeah, if it was sticking to your hand,
You got cracks? I don't have
then
cracks.
it would mean that it had too much moisture. So go ahead and, put some more water in there. So this trick right here is something my great-grandmother would do.
Oh, I like that.
And then you rotate that.
So that the ends are even.
Yeah. So now that you have it about this size, this is a good size, not for finished product, but for the filling. So go ahead and clump as big of a little ball. Don't get too greedy though, because that happens to me. I get too greedy.
So I was about to say, I like a lot in the middle.
And then it's like, well, there goes my pupusa. So here, get your little ball, and you're gonna.
I think I went greedy.
It's okay. This is the first time you're doing it. And so what you're gonna do is try to press your filling as close to the masa as possible. So you're rotating again, and you see how it's kind of, okay, so you can clean your fingers with a little bit of water, put on the
We got
towel.
about 40 seconds.
Okay, so now we are closing this here.
Okay.
So pressing, you're just like a dumpling. I'm sure you've seen, you're trying to have all the seams touch.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
There we go.
Let me see.
I have clearly made a dumpling in my life.
Yes, okay.
Oh, you
so
did really good.
now
Oh,
you're
wow.
gonna pinch.
Oh, but it popped at the bottom.
Let's
This is
see.
the problem with the greed.
Oh, yes. The problem with this is a life lessons here at the kitchen.
And you dedicated this to your mom and grandmother, right?
Yes.
Why?
and I dedicated because it's important to give credit where credit is due. And the women of El Salvador are the ones who have brought this cuisine to this country, and it's important to acknowledge them. So, and here I'm talking but not explaining. So now that you have that filling, you're doing great. Oh, you're doing great.
It's overfilled.
You're doing good.
All
It's okay.
good.
We like a fluffy filling.
Yes, a fluffy filling is always a good sign. Then you're just going to pat it out. And if you start to see those cracks, you're good. Now, to make sure your griddle's good, you
Ooh,
great
with the water.
sound, right? And then flatten it out a bit more, making sure it's good. And then you can set it down right there.
And then real quick, because we're out of time, how long would you keep it on there?
About 4 to 5 minutes on each side. This one's already good here, so it's gotten a good color.
Okay,
This one
that's
still
the
needs
finished
a little bit
product.
more.
Ooh, yum,
Yeah.
yum.
I'm
I
gonna
want to
taste
get
one
some
of
in
these
a minute.
fresh ones.
Yes, go ahead. Have a little bite. I think
Okay.
this one's done too, so I'll have a little bite of this one.
Oh,
So
it really is
usually,
good.
yes, and you get a nice little cheese
You need the
pool
cheese
right
in
here.
the middle.
Woo! See,
This
you
is
got that
good.
nice cheese pool right there. So.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Karla. And you can get SalviSoul cookbook. It's available everywhere books are sold. Congratulations to
Thank you
This
both
is
so
good.
much.
And for today's recipe, go to goodmorningamerica.com/food or scan that QR code right there on your screen.
You know what it tastes like? Hot water cornbread. You know about that in the South. It really does taste good. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Chef.
you
We
both
appreciate
so
it.
much.
No, of course.